Hello students, I am Madhuri Abhale from Saraswat International Academy. I am teaching Science of Standard 6th. Here we are going to continue chapter number 4, Sorting Materials into Groups, part 5. So, before starting notes, I would like to revise this chapter with the help of few points. So, let's start. Point number 1. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. The matter used in making an object is called material. So, with the help of material, the object is made. But with the help of any object, we cannot make material. Next point, in wooden chair, chair is an object and wood is the material. So here is the example of with the help of material we can make an object. That means suppose a material is wood and with the help of wood we can make chair, table, cupboard, etc. Next point, objects around us are made up of large varieties of materials. So, in this example, I have explained this already that suppose I have taken one material plastic. So, with the help of plastic, I can make many things that are useful in our daily life like bucket, mug, vessels, and so that. Next point, a given material could be used to make a large number of objects. It is also possible that an object could be made of a single material or of many different types of materials. So, in different types of material, we can take examples of metals. Nowadays, the vessels or any other metallic things are made up of two or more than two metals. For that, the capacity of that metal or the flexibility of that material will increase. So, we can also use one metal or one material for constructing one object or producing one object, and with the help of many materials we can also made a single object. Next point, materials or objects are sorted into groups on the basis of their appearance, hardness, transparency, color, and shape. So here, with the help of appearance, we can distribute the things or objects in different groups. So in appearance, we had learned about luster. That means many objects are shiny and many are non-shiny objects. So with the help of that, we can also group the objects in different departments. The next is hardness. So many objects are hard in nature and many objects were soft in nature. Suppose example, a wooden box and a sponge. So the sponge is softer than wooden box. So with the help of feel, we can also see the hardness of the object. Transparency. In transparency, we saw the three types of the transparency. One is opaque material, one is transparent material, and the other one is translucent material. After that, color is here. So, with the help of color, also we can distribute the things in other groups. With the help of shape, so again with the help of shape we can distribute the objects in different compartment. Next point, there are many different ways of sorting objects. Example, on the basis of the material used in making the object like glass, metal, plastic, wooden, paper and clay objects. So with the help of these different materials we can also distribute the things into different categories. Generally, objects are sorted on the basis of the following properties. So with the help of different properties we can also sort the material. Number 1 is appearance. Like example, shiny objects and non-shiny objects. In this we can take an example of one metal glass and one plastic glass. So metal glass is shinier than the plastic glass. So with the help of appearance we distribute these two examples into two different groups. The second one is hardness of the material. So some materials are of soft in nature and some of them are hard in nature. Example, metal like aluminium, iron and suppose take example of sponge. So the metal like aluminium and iron are harder in nature and the sponge is softer in nature. So on the basis of feel we can also distribute these things into two different categories. One is soft material and the other one is hard material. The third point is solubility. What do you mean by solubility? Solubility means the materials which are easily mixed with water, they are called soluble materials, and the things which are not easily mixed with water, they are called insoluble things. So the simple example of soluble is sugar and salt. Insoluble substances are oil, then wood, metals are insoluble in nature. Point number 4 is floating. Now, what do you mean by floating? Some things are having more mass than the water. And this type of things or this type of objects were sink in the water. Whereas some objects are having low mass as compared to water. So these things will float on the water. So floating objects are wood, plastic, etc. and sinking objects are metals, stone, etc. Point number 5 is transparency. In transparency, we had seen three different types. One is opaque object, the second one is transparent object, and the third one is translucent object. The example of opaque object is mirror, wood, etc. The transparent materials are glass, some types of plastics, etc. And the translucent are oily paper or some plastic like plastic bottles. So with the help of transparency we can also divide the objects into three different categories. So here we conclude our revision part. Now we are going to start our notes part. So the question number 1 is choose the correct alternative from those given below each questions. That means MCQ. The notes you need to write in your notebook. Number 1 is, which of the following is round shape? Round shape means this type of shape. Orange, option A orange, B table, C compass box, and D book. So everyone knows that orange is in round shape. So answer is option A. Number 2, which of the following is not a material? That means it is a object. Plastic, iron, pen, and wood. Plastic, iron, and wood, they are materials, but pen is an object. So pen is your answer. That means option C. MCQ number 3. Which of the following is not an object but is called a matter? Option A chair, B pin, C bar magnet, and D steel. So the matter is steel. Option D, steel is your answer, because the option A, B, C are comes under objects and steel is a matter, that means material. Number 4. Which of the following is not made of wood? A chair, B table, C plug, and D frying pan. So not made of wood. Everyone knows that cooking vessels never made up of wood because they are made up of metals. So answer is frying pan. Number 5. Which of the following is made of iron? A pencil, B pair of tongs, C bag, and D spectacles. So here pair of tongs is a vessel which we used in cooking materials. So in cooking vessels pair of tongs is used and it is a made up of iron. So answer is B pair of tongs. Number 6. Which of the following is made of leather? Option A socks, B slipper, C belt, and D car tire. Socks is made up of woolen material, woolen fabric. Slipper is made up of rubber and car tire is also made up of rubber. So belt, option C belt is made up of leather. Number 7. Which of the following is shiny in appearance? Option A plastic, B paper, C copper, and D leather. So in these 4 options copper is a metal, and I have already explained these metals are shiny in appearance. So option C copper is your answer. Number 8. Which of the following is not soluble in water? That means insoluble substance. Option A sugar, B common salt, C chalk, and D copper sulfate. So sugar, common salt, and copper sulfate, they are well mixed with water because they are soluble substances. But chalk never soluble in water, that means it is an insoluble substance. So option C chalk is your answer. Number 9. Which of the following is soluble in water? A sand, B sugar, C kerosene, and D wax. Sand, kerosene, and wax, they are insoluble in water, but sugar is a soluble substance. So answer is B sugar. Number 10. Which of the following liquids is miscible in water? What do you mean by miscible in water? The liquids which are well mixed with water, they are called miscible substances. So let's see the options. Option A vinegar, B kerosene, C coconut oil, and D oil. Kerosene, coconut oil, and oil, they are never mixed with water because they are immiscible liquids, but vinegar is well mixed with water. So the answer is option A vinegar. Number 11. Which of the following is not translucent? A spectacle glass, B sand glass, C water, and D mirror. So option B sand glass is your answer. Number 12. Which of the following is not transparent? A glass, B water, C air, and D marble stone. So glass, water, and air, they three of them are transparent, but marble stone is opaque material. So the answer is option D marble stone. Number 13. Which of the following floats on water? Iron, B glass, C ice, and D sand. Iron, glass, and sand, they are having high mass in comparison to water, so they will sink in the water, but ice is having less mass so that it will float on the water. So answer is option C ice. MCQ number 14. Which of the following statements is false? A. It is possible that an object is made of only one material. Yes, this statement is true. B. It is possible that an object is made of more than one material. This statement is also true. Option C. One material can be used to make one object only. This statement is false. For making one object, we can also use many different types of material. So option C is your answer. Let's go through with option D. We can make many objects using a single material. Yes, that is true statement. So option C is your answer. Number 15. Some metals often lose luster and appear dull over a period of time. What is the reason behind it? Option A. Due to the reaction of air and moisture on the metal. Yes, this statement is the reason behind the dullness or losing the luster of the some metals. So option A is the answer. Let's go through with B, C, and D options. Option B, because the metal has worn out. No. Because the metal has depleted. No. Because the metal loses its luster in the atmosphere. No. The main reason is when the metal comes in contact of air and moisture, at that time it appears dull and it loses its luster. Number 16. Which of the following liquids get completely dissolved in water? So we had already discussed this question, but you can write it again. because options are different. Option A groundnut oil, B kerosene, C petrol, and D vinegar. Groundnut oil, kerosene, and petrol, they floats on water, but vinegar is well mixed in water. It completely dissolved in water. So option D is your answer. Number 17. Which of the following set of substances is soluble in water? That means well mixed with water. A. Salt and chalk powder. No, because chalk powder is insoluble substance. Sugar and copper sulfate. Yes. Sugar and copper sulfate, they both are soluble substance. Chalk powder and sand, no, they both are insoluble substance. Salt and sawdust. Sawdust is also insoluble substance. So answer is option B, sugar and copper sulfate. Let's see MCQ number 18. Which of the following group of substances float on water? Option A, rubber, chalk and wood. No, chalk is sink in water, so this group is false. Number 2, thermocol, plastic and kerosene. Yes, this statement is right. C, wood, sand and rubber. Sand will never float on water. And D, sugar, stone and ice. So stone is also not float on water. So thermocol, plastic and kerosene is the answer of this question. Option B.